Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Milwaukee cordless framing nailer. Milwaukee claims that this gun can shoot 3 nails per second. I opted to purchase the battery powered one and I haven't looked back. This is the Milwaukee Fuel brushless framing nailer. I've had this gun for about 2 years. Previously, I was using a pneumatic gun by Senko, which is a great gun. I just didn't like the hassle of having to use the hose, the noise of the air compressor. So I opted to purchase the battery powered one and I haven't looked back. So today I'm going to be going over some of the features of this gun, what I like about it, and if there's anything that I don't like. I'm also going to be showing a demonstration on some nailing methods such as toe nailing, end nailing, and sistering pieces of wood together to show how it performs. This gun features a brushless motor. It weighs in at just under 10 pounds and it can use nails between 2 inches and 3.5. You can use nails between 30 and 34 degrees. Today for the demonstration, I'm going to be using the pass load 3¼ inch nails at 30 degrees. We're going to put the nails in. You just slide them through the back of the magazine, pull it all the way back, let go, and they're in. There's 2 buttons on the back of the handle here. The power button, you push and hold it for a few seconds to turn it on. And then there's the mode button, which is single shot and rapid fire. Again, you just hold that button for a few seconds and you can toggle between modes. Milwaukee claims that this gun can shoot 3 nails per second. I've never counted or put that to the test, but it does nail consistently. So we'll do a demo to show you that as well. Another key feature is you can adjust your nailing depth super easy without tools. You just rotate this screw on the front back and forth, and that adjusts your depth. For this demonstration, I'm gonna have it sunk all the way. There's 2 hooks on the gun. One is for your belt and the other one is a rafter joist hook. You can just hang on a 2x4, 2x6 rafter, whatever you're doing. And this side, you just hook it on your belt and it stays put. The grip is super comfortable. The trigger's in a nice position. It is a little top heavy, like it's not balanced very well. It is a heavier gun than some of the other brands out there. Not sure if I mentioned it, I'm using the 8-amp battery today, fully charged for this demonstration. Let's get into the demonstration. For the first portion, I'm gonna have the mode selected to single shot, and later on in the demonstration, I'll switch it over to rapid fire. The first test that I'm gonna do is gonna be shooting through a single 2x4. As you can see, it has no problem going through that. The nails, the heads are sinking in further than ideal. So like I said, you can adjust this. So we'll adjust the depth back a bit to try and set those nails flush. One thing to note, there's no ramp up before the gun fires. It's ready to go as soon as you push it down, which is nice. And it nails pretty consistently through a single piece of wood, so that's great. The second test is going to be butt nailing, which is your typical wall layout, nailing through the plate into the bottom of the stud. It fires right in, no problem. There's not much kickback, which is nice. The gun has these sharp edges on the tip to keep the gun from sliding as you're nailing, which is nice. It keeps it in the right spot, no problem. The third demonstration I'm going to be doing is toe nailing. Some guns are good at this, some guns are not quite as well performing. So as you can see, the nails set in quite well, full depth, no problem. The gun didn't really slide on me and it's in there solid. For the last demonstration here, I'm going to be nailing 2 boards together. Again, they're both 2x4 material. In this one, I'm going to switch the mode over to rapid fire just to see how well this performs. Like I said, Milwaukee claims 3 nails per second. There is no ramp up. We'll see how that does and I'll go as fast as I can. Clearly it has no problem going through both those boards and all the nails have sunk in all the way. None are sitting above the surface and that was going pretty quick. So that's very comparable to my pneumatic nail gun. Whenever I'm comparing cordless tools to pneumatic or corded, I always try and point out how they compare with each other in real world tests, because at the end of the day, if you're going cordless, you need to make sure that these tools can keep up to your day-to-day tasks like your corded and pneumatic tools do. The last test I'm going to do is again another toe nailing method, but this time it's going to be on the edge of the board just to show how well that this grip sticks to the wood and doesn't slide around. And it's also just another way to show how they sink in. For this, I'll set the gun to full depth as well. So it has no problem doing that. It doesn't slide on you. I can confidently say that this gun does the exact same job that my pneumatic gun would do. So we'll talk about the things that I really do like about this gun. I like the fact that not only is it cordless, it also doesn't use a fuel cartridge, which some of the competitors' brands do. I like that the adjustable depth is tool-free for the nail settings. If you're going through harder materials such as glue lams, LVLs, things like that, you need that nail to sink in just that little bit more powerful. But when you're using regular lumber, you don't want it to shoot through too much. You basically want the nail as flush as possible. So having the tool-free design conveniently on the end is really nice. The fact that there's no ramp up time before the nail fires is also great. Some of the competitors, again, they have that, some of them don't. So that's one of the great features of this gun. The rafter hook on the side here is also really convenient. Not only do I use it for rafters and floor joists, if I'm working off a ladder, it's nice to be able to hook that off the ladder as well, because just with the belt loop, it doesn't fit in the rungs of the ladder, and you don't always want this hanging off your waist. The disadvantage of this gun is the weight, but comparing it to other tools that you're using on the job, I don't think it's much heavier or a reason not to purchase this tool. When I first started in the trade, I was using the Hitachi coil nailer, which if any of you have used that, it's quite a bit heavier than this. It felt like it anyways. So the weight of this is one of the downsides to some people. I haven't found it a huge problem. The magazine on it is only set up for one strip of nails, which means you have to carry more in your pouch because it does run out quite frequently. There is an attachment you can buy that makes you be able to extend the magazine. That's always an alternative. So these are the two guns that I use frequently. I haven't used the Senko in a while, well, pretty much since I purchased this because I've had no need to. Weight comparison, this is significantly lighter. Again, there's no battery on it and I don't have a strip of nails in it. So size comparison, you can see they are pretty close. This is obviously bigger and it has the longer magazine. When I purchased this gun, it was one of the better guns that you can buy. One of the reasons I did purchase this one is the length from the tip to the head is shorter than most of the competitors, which means you can fit that in between floor joists for toenailing. So this gun is smaller than some of the pneumatic competitors and it is lighter, which is nice. This is definitely a fantastic gun. I'd highly recommend purchasing this if you don't want to splurge on the cordless or you just already have a compressor and you're looking to upgrade your gun. This I would recommend all day long. So final thoughts, this is a great gun. I've never had it jam on me yet. I've been using it for about 2 years. The battery lasts a long time. It's nice that you can select between rapid fire and single shot. It's small and compact, which is nice as well. There's a lot of good features with this gun. I have used it for engineered lumber and it does in fact fire all the way in. It's held up, still in great shape 2 years later, and it operates really well. Thanks for watching today's video. I really hope you guys found it helpful. When I'm looking for tools, I go to YouTube and look up multiple reviews. So even if there's a few things you can take from this video, if you have any other questions or if you have this gun and you want to leave your review in the comments or suggestions for future videos, that'd be great. Bye for now.